Nimble and the heavy little cloud. High above Brambleshade, where the rooftops wore silver moonlight and the trees whispered sleepy secrets to one another, there floated a small cloud named Nimble. Nimble was usually light and bright and bobbed about the sky like a puff of dandelion fluff. They liked drifting over Brambleshade Manor in the mornings, watching the windows blink awake one by one. They liked floating above Rose Court Cottage, where the garden path curled like a ribbon between the flowers, and they especially liked hovering over the middle puddle, where their reflection wibbled and wobbled whenever a frog jumped in. But tonight, Nimble did not feel light. Tonight, Nimble felt heavy. Their soft, cloudy edges drooped low, and their middle felt full of rain that had nowhere to go. Not storm rain, not thunder rain, just quiet rain, the sort that gathers when a little heart has had too much day. Below, Brambleshade was settling into sleep. The lanterns along the woodland path glowed honey gold. The chimneys puffed gentle curls of smoke into the blue-black sky. Somewhere in the garden, the musical vegetables gave one last sleepy hum before tucking their leafy heads under the stars. Nimble drifted lower. They passed over the crooked roof of Brambleshade Manor, where the weather vane turned slowly in the breeze. A tiny owl sat on the highest chimney pot, round and still and watching the moon. Nimble tried to puff themselves up, just a little, but they sagged again. So they floated on, past the glowing windows, past the old stone wall, past the winding path that led to Starseed Grove. The grove was quiet tonight. The little lights in the branches shone softly, like stars that had climbed down from the sky to rest among the leaves. The returned stone sat warm and still beneath the silver tree, and the grass around it shimmered with dew. Nimble hovered above the grove, not quite knowing whether to stay or go. They did not want to rain on anyone. They did not want to make a fuss. They did not even really know what was wrong. They only knew that they were tired of holding everything in. A little breeze moved through the leaves. It did not push Nimble away. It simply made space. So Nimble lowered themselves until they rested gently above the tallest branch of the silver tree. For a while, nothing happened. The stars blinked. The leaves shimmered. The night breathed in and out. Then, very slowly, one tiny raindrop slipped from Nimble's cloud-soft belly. It fell onto a leaf below with the smallest sound. Plip. The leaf sparkled. Another raindrop followed. Plip. Then another. Plip. Soon a soft shower was falling over Starseed Grove. Not a loud shower, not a wild shower, just a tender little rain, quiet as a lullaby. The silver tree lifted its branches. The moss drank deeply. The flowers opened their sleepy faces, and the little lights in the grove glowed warmer, as though they understood. Nimble trembled. The rain kept falling. All the heaviness they had carried through the evening began to soften. Drop by drop, the tight feeling inside them loosened. The ache became lighter. The cloud became rounder. The sky around them seemed wider than before. Below, the return stone gave a gentle glow. Not bright, not sudden, just enough to say, "You are safe here." Nimble let the last few raindrops fall. Plip, plip, plip. Then the shower stopped. The grove was fresh and shining. Every leaf held a tiny bead of moonlight. Every blade of grass looked newly awake, though still very ready for bed. Nimble felt different now. Not perfectly cheerful, not suddenly fixed, but lighter. Sometimes that was enough. They rose slowly from the silver tree, their edges soft and round again. The night breeze carried them above the grove, over the path, and back toward Brambleshade Manor. As they floated past the middle puddle, Nimble looked down. Their reflection wibbled in the water. They still looked like themselves, only softer, only lighter, only a little less full of rain. Above the rooftops, the moon made a silver path through the sky. Nimble followed it gently, drifting higher and higher until all of Brambleshade looked like a tiny dream below. The lanterns glowed, the trees whispered, the manor slept, and Nimble, no longer quite so heavy, curled into the arms of the night and rested there until morning. Because sometimes, when a cloud feels full, it does not need to be told to brighten up. It only needs a quiet place to rain. And after the rain, even the smallest cloud can float again. Sleep tight, sweet dreams, and I'll see you on our next adventure.